trying to go with this. Kind of chair they get. That's for me, I think. I think I'm gonna use that one.
All right.
Oh yeah. So that everybody, I know that we're using chairs. Ursula hurt me, so she's digging in her closet for a chair. There you go. And Mohan will be listening to have hurt me too. Yeah, you hear me? Cool. Awesome. All right. Sorry about that, Vic. Seeing you one more time. Yeah, I know. But I mean, it came a little bit too warm, and the mosquitoes were walking in. It's like, just, I'm not, I don't care about the worms, but for you guys, and it's uncomfortable. And the mosquitoes were like flying in front of me. Oh my gosh. So those vaporizers are really good for those. They don't like them, so that's why they went that direction.
Yeah.
They don't like the smell.
I know lemongrass is in charge. But I can't.
Something. That smell. All right. Let's see what we can do with our little chair today. So as we start, we're going to just take a few seconds. Sometimes we need that, right? To just exhale and to find ourselves in a place that is more centered, and there's things that happen that we just sometimes have to face, and they're not easy solutions, or not easy. They're not easy decisions to make, but sometimes we have to, for the benefit of many things, or for many. And so that's why we get paid the big bucks, right? To make those difficult decisions. So the same thing with our lives. We want to make sure that we also are making the perfect and right decision to support and to maintain that perfect balance of calm and intention. And so as we exhale, as we find ourselves just breathing out, we allow the body to release anything that we might be carrying with us right now, and then inhaling to just observe the body breathing in deeply to one more time. Whatever it is that we have inside, whatever energy or things that we carry through the week, and take an inhalation to support it. And to allow the body to just expand. Even if there's nothing there that we can hold on to, can I allow myself to just release and to cleanse, make room, to observe that the inhalation, that I'm open space, right? That I'm creating an open space inside my mind, inside my heart, that can I actually exhale and release all pressure from inside the gut, the belly, the chest. Can I allow my body to breathe in deepest? And as I was listening to our guru this morning, again, the idea of that, right? How much room do we make inside of us? We are so busy, we're so entertained daily in all the things that we do in our daily lives. How can we make room inside of us? Can we just empty, clear, cleanse to bring the things that are really important? And for some of us, that means the spirituality. That means allowing ourselves to be centered into whatever is the idea that we have as our ideal of that superior being, or idea of that spirituality in our lives. So do we make room for that? Are we holding on to other things instead? Or are we letting, again, space for surrendering? That we're not just hold on to. And it's important to do all the things that we can and do our best in every circumstance. But it's also important to know when is it that I am needing to surrender, and what do I lean into when that happens. We confuse many times our needing to be all powerful, or this idea from the Western world that we have to be competitive and skillful and always perfect. And can we allow ourselves a little more room, that we understand with humility that we're not, we're just floating and navigating in this almost blind into this world. So can we find what is the place, where is it that we anchor, where is it that we ground ourselves? Is there a special being, personality, ideal that guides our spiritual life? And can we allow ourselves to surrender all the other things? Again, I think I've sent that story many times when this wonderful devotee of Krishna was being this robe. There's a whole story behind that, but she's being basically brought in front of all this public in humiliation. And then this guy who had the strength of 1,000 elephants was going to pull on her sari to just, ridicule her in front of everybody. And she was hoping that these people, because her husband was in the crowd and there's people that she knew within the crowd, that would come to help her, and nobody did. And she was holding on to her sari, and this guy is pulling with all his strength, this sari, and she was holding on to her teeth. The last thing that she had to just hold on to her teeth to the sari that was wrapping around her. And then Krishna immediately paused. He was somewhere else. He was in a different city, but he knew that because he's attentive to his devotees, right? He just, all he does is just love them. And so Krishna's wife comes to him and says, so what's going on? Why are you not eating? Because he stopped halfway into taking a spoonful of food. And so he says, well, my devotees is in trouble. And so she says, well, move on, go and help him. And he said, she's not letting me. She doesn't let go. She's still holding on until the moment that she lets go, I can go to support her. The moment that she couldn't hold on to the sari, she let go. And the last thing that she said is calling out for Krishna. So, hey, Shyam. And that moment, Krishna appeared as or manifested himself as the longest sari ever. So the strong man that kept pulling with 1,000 elephant strength on that sari kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and there was an endless sari, so you could never ridicule. So the moral of the story, what I'm thinking about right now is we do the best we can until we can't, and then at that moment, it's important to learn to let go and to surrender, and that's when things happen, right? That's when things occur in us, because we have that sense of surrendering. So in yoga, is to be able to be connected, to be able to have that mindfulness all the time, that not to separate ourselves from our false identity, which is also known as the ego, right? We identify with our position, the letters behind my name, or the titles, or the size of my bank account, or the car that I drive. I identify with the size of my waist, or the wonderful color of my hair, or whatever it is, or my absence of hair, whichever is the case in some. So instead of identifying those things that change, that change all the time, can we identify it and just find solace that we know that there's that endless divine love around us all the time? This embrace is constantly there. Are we letting that? Are we creating room within our minds and our hearts to let that come? So maybe an act of breath, an act of breath in and then breath out, signifies that what we are taking, we're doing the best we can to absorb as we inhale all of that energy into our body. But also at the same time, we can exhale, and we can let go and open up and release and surrender. So very gently, as we play around with our chairs, we allow our physical body to maybe reach with my hands or with my fingers towards the chair in front of me, and I allow my abdomen and my chest to sink in so my jaw draws into my throat. And can I feel my neck and my head and the spine and the shoulders and the lower back rounding, and can allow my hands and fingers and shoulders and spine to be supportive. And maybe as the body exhales, and you can feel my body exhaling deeply out as the tummy tucks in, can I allow in the opposite direction to slowly, not forcefully, but to roll and extend and raise the spine and the chest and the chin and the eyes and the head away from my tailbone, so my body lengthens up towards the sky. And can I allow my hands to be supported position? So I'm not forcing anything, but I'm truly opening and really allowing myself to extend the front of the body. Allow my breath to carry with me, really lengthen. Can I allow the exhale to really touch slowly into the belly button towards the back. One more time, feel the extension. To allow the crown of the head to extend away from the body. Last, long, can I really allow my body to let go, to really let go of all the things I cannot control. And then come back to the center, and I inhale gently. And I allow my right hand to slowly come towards the ground, towards the opposite leg of the chair, towards the left side of the chair, towards the left side of the mat. And then my left hand stay in the chair deeper, so my body drops and sinks to the right side, and my left arm stays on the chair. My body slowly moves towards the ground while my left arm carries and lengthens and opens and twists my torso, not because the elbow on the left side is extended or locked or bent. It doesn't matter. Whatever is helpful for my shoulders to become perpendicular, and my head through the right ear coming closer towards the ground, and I find my torso twisting, and I feel the extension of the shoulder blades all the way across my back. And I let go of any other tension, jaw tight, bite, or frowning, or any expression of tension in my body when my body exhales. And I can feel my body breathing all the way through, carrying gently the right arm to come slowly back into the center position, to raise gently my torso. And so see what it feels to bring my hands one more time into the seat of the chair, to center my shoulders. Do I need to extend my legs? Do I need to open them outside the chair? Do I need to switch the opposite leg in front of the opposite shin so I feel a different sensation on my legs and knees and hips? And I let my last breath to, again, consciously and alertly to press slowly as the fingers press and open my spine, inhaling, to exhale the left arm down, to slowly move it down directly towards the chair. And this is as far as we're going to go. Perfect. Is the left arm just over as you exhale deeper into the right side of the chair, the yoga mat, across the body. The head drops, the torso twists, the shoulders become perpendicular. Whatever is the intensity that your body can reach. And then I feel my legs extended, bent, flexed. It doesn't matter. Find that your spine is long, that you're pulling away from the waist and hips, that the left arm comes slowly across the chest or under the chest and arm, and I can feel my right shoulder and elbow opening on the tallest towards the sky, and my jaw and draw softly towards the throat. And what am I thinking about right now? Can I pause? Can I find my inner thighs, my glutes, my back? Can I find the movement that is internal from the gut area, that the head, the neck is not tense? One last time. Take a deep, deep breath in. And as the body exhales, can I let my body move deeper into this pose, and then slowly walk my left hand in. Find my body moving, rolling, slowly sitting upright. Deep breath in, exhale. Very nice. Allowing my spine, my torso, finding maybe that my legs extend and come straight towards the chair, or maybe I'm close enough that I can place my heels on the chair. I can bend my knees and my legs are just lifted slightly off the ground. I hold my hands onto my legs so I can stay with my torso whole, maybe behind the hamstrings, behind the knees, behind the calves, on the sides of the shins, towards the seat of the chair, whichever is your comfort, and however long our legs might be also. So finding the belly and the back and the jaw and the neck are not tense, and can then find the flexion. So the flexion of the abdomen to the thighs, and my hip flexors shorten, and my abdomen contracts, and my spine lengthens, and my jaw is not lifted, but is drawn in. And all those little things that are important in aligning my body. And when my toes and heels and feet are perfectly perpendicular, can I allow my hands to slowly walk a little bit closer towards the root of the legs? And maybe your body stays there. And again, there's an invitation for the shoulders and spine to become a little bit taller. And maybe the hands are able to slowly move across the body towards the right side, or maybe just holding onto the right leg, on the outside of the right leg, maybe one inside, one on the other, one outside, whatever is comfortable. Maybe I can actually twist through my waist and I reach with my right hand farthest behind and my left hand towards the ground. And maybe both hands float gently out the right side of my body, maintaining my knees, maintaining my toes, and I feel my body twisting. Can I engage my obliques? The idea is to feel the oblique muscles, the very root of the abdomen is connected into the right side. My head is not tense when my body is ready. Breathing slowly out of the position and then gently, without rushing, moving your body back into center, breathing in, holding, or give a little reprieve to your torso, back, waist, inhaling. Jaw draws in, crown head extends. One more time, breathe into this pose, and the body crosses over towards the left side. And feel that your hands and legs gently move towards the left, and my torso twists, and my hands come towards the ground. Maybe left hand farthest behind, maybe the right hand deeper into the floor, to the hip, into the knee, whichever is the most comfortable and supportive of the position. What is most beneficial to your body? Are my hands able to float out to the left side of your body, and finding that my core is the one engaged, and my head and my neck, my facial expression, if I stop breathing, my body becomes too labor, is that too far from my body? Can I engage and really find those core muscles? Observing kindly the extension. Let your last breath in, and then actively engage. Find that strength, that Shakti inside, and feel that your hands come slowly towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards your ankles. Exhale through and round the spine forward. Now you're able to soften your head, tuck in the chin, round the spine, flexing your toes, flexing your knees as much as you need to, extending your legs as much as you need to. It doesn't matter. What is your intensity? Your legs wide enough, close enough to each other to feel the benefit. The idea is to feel that you're shortening, that you're flexing through the space between your sternum and your pubic bone, so that the muscles really retract and your back opens, and you have an opportunity to let your shoulder blades separate and the neck extend. One more time, breathing. Exhale slowly through this position. One more time. Can I allow my body to truly feel? What does it feel to shift in this position? It might not look like anything outside, but it's internal. Can I find the body last long exhalation to breathe out into this pose, and then move your hands and start to slowly release the pressure of the spine, of your neck, of the shoulders, of your legs, of your knees, of your ankles, and feel that your hands come behind the hips or next to your hips or next to your glutes, with your fingers pointed away from your body, your fingers pointed into your glutes, whichever is most comfortable for your wrists and forearm, and the body presses through your index and thumb, your pinky, your legs slowly lengthen or flex, it doesn't matter, and your chest comes a little higher off the ground. And so find a comfort. So you're allowing the chest muscles to extend and the shoulders to separate, your clavicles to drop, and your shoulder blades come towards each other, towards the upper portion of the spine, towards the neck area. So feel that you're really closing your shoulder blades towards each other, and you find extension, and your abdomen flattens. And maybe for some of us, that's enough, and that's perfectly okay. Maybe for some of us, we feel a little bit more energetic on Saturday morning. Can I allow my body to stay steady in this position with my legs strong, and I can raise maybe my hips off the ground? I can feel that my glute muscles are raising, again, because of my triceps, not because I'm hanging on my shoulders. So my shoulders are not lifted, my shoulders are dropped down. And if that's one breath and we realize it's not good for our body, by all means, let your hips drop. And maybe my head drops behind. I can feel how that allows that extension, that I point my toes, that I can engage the glutes and the thighs. Last long inhalation, not hanging on the shoulders, on your triceps. And then in a soft and gentle way, walk maybe your heels closer, your hips soften, your elbows bend, you place gently your hips to the ground if they raised, bend your knees, press your hands and lean forward as if your hands come a little bit longer, a little bit farther into your legs, down towards your toes and feet. And maybe you're able to hold on to your big toes and your spine lengthens and your jaw draws to your chest, and maybe the chin raises up towards the sky as you're inhaling, holding onto position. Raise your chin, extend, flexing thighs into abdomen and abdomen to thighs. One more time, breathe in and then move only your chin, nothing else, not the forcing of any other muscles, simply jaw draws in, and see how that affects your neck and the length of the spine. One more time, inhale, raising. Find that your rhythm is the one that moves the head gently towards the sky and hyper oxygenate. So feel your body is intentionally oxygenated. You flex your chin towards your chest or throat. Inhaling at your own rhythm, raising your head, moving tall. Exhale and draw your chin in. Last one time. Can I feel my body extending and raising and opening? And then exhale, exhale slowly. Jaw draw, spine, hands and arms. Inhale, soften the hands, soften the arms, allowing my legs to gently come towards the ground, flexing the knees, maybe rolling my body into the chair over my shins or bringing my legs to the sides of my hips so I can be kneeling in front of the chair. And can I find my hands holding to the deep seat of the chair, on the sides of the chair, my right knee stays on the ground, and my spine is long and tall away from the floor while my left leg walks behind. And I can allow my toes from the left foot to flex under the heel, and I feel first the fascia of the entire sole of the foot stretching. Then I can start engaging the heel. Then can I start stretching the calf. Then I can start stretching gently the muscles of the hamstring. And then I can feel the thighs connecting. I can feel the root of the leg into the hip. I can feel my abdomen extending. I can raise my chest. I can move my chin farther up. I can raise the crown of my head towards the sky. My eyes look slowly towards the ceiling. Breathing, opening all the muscles that we were contracting as we were flexing, as we were finding our core. The glute muscles are really active. The index and thumb and pinkies are not forcing the wrists. They're taking over to alleviate the pressure, to extend and expand the pressure points through the entire palm of the hand when my body is ready. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bending the left knee slowly forward, under the hip, slowly exhale, elbows and shoulders soften, right leg slowly comes gently behind, toes tuck in, pressing the heel back, thighs into calves, activate, feel how that feels to shift first from the toes, from the fascia, and sometimes it is just as we're gonna go in this side or maybe this side is deeper, slowly find your intensity, not expectations of anybody else or even my own expectations about my own body. I expect my body to be this way. And I'm just simply need to encounter where it is right now. Can I find my calves? Can I find my hamstrings? Can I find my glute? Can I open my thigh? Can maybe activate my abdomen to raise up, to raise the chest, to drop the shoulders, to move the shoulder blades towards each other. So my chest and chin lift up towards the sky. My eyes look towards my eyebrows. And I feel my body exhaling. Can you feel the extension? Allowing the body to slowly soften any part that might be over engaged, and observe my breath. Is my breath allowing my body to move? Exhale, exhale. One more time, breathing. Can you report the exhalation in your last long deep breath? Can you engage as deeply as your body needs to engage here? And then exhale and soften the knee and roll gently and really feel the body, really feeling our body and shifting. Can I flex both of my toes under my, with my knees under my hips at first, and hands hold on to chair as a prop, and I press or lean into the chair So my body weight is away from the toes and knees, and I raise my knees and I press back into my heels, and I simply walk my hips gently far behind. So my neck and my shoulders are lengthened forward. Am I finding my jaw, the crown of head, that the knees are softening, that the glute muscles press back, that your shoulder blades slowly move gently towards each other? And can I open the underarms, again, the lymphatic system, to feel that your body is just cleansing and opening through the muscles underneath? And can I observe that I'm not on the toes, that I'm actually shifting the weight of your body towards my heels? It doesn't matter how my knees are. My knees might be slightly bent or completely extended, as long as we're not locking or blocking the energy to, or the breath or the blood flow to come through my body. Letting soft exhalation, is your abdomen retracting every time that you exhale? Can I find my shoulder blades long into the cervical spine when my body exhales kindly? Last long deep breath out, my head in between shoulders, coming gently forward into the chair. One more time, raising the heels slowly, and then bending the knees towards the ground. Exhale, exhale. Can I allow my toes remain flexed and raise my chest? Move the tip of the fingers, the fist, the hands towards the edge of the seat of the chair, and I raise my chest and chin towards the sky as I was looking towards the wall behind me. Not because I'm pinching my neck, it's because I'm very careful, allowing my throat muscles and all the organs inside my throat or behind the vocal box into the chest area. Those endocrine glands are super important to maintain the body, right? The metabolism, way that your breath all the way through slowly. Come very gently up as you're inhaling at your own pacing, not rushing. Allow your hands to press into the chair, raising slowly your knees. Allow your hips to shift all the way back as your head drops in between your shoulders, in between your biceps, and your neck lengthens, and the feet and toes align, and your glute muscles press back, and the knees are never forwards, and the abdomen flattens, and the sides of your ribs extend. Allow your body one more time to feel the rhythm, to fully extend and open the back muscles, the glute muscles, when the body's ready. With the strength of your feet, feel that your feet are grounded, that your feet are really pressing to the floor. Then raise the heels, bending the knees. Exhale, exhale. Last long inhalation at your own pace, with your toes flexed, your torso and chest and chin raises up towards the sky. Shoulder blades shift towards each other, and feel again the range of the arch of the spine, and your abdomen supports, and your glute muscles press towards the hips, and your eyes roll over your eyebrows or behind the head, so you can really move the optic nerve. Really important, the shortest nerve to your frontal lobe, towards your brain. And so what is the effect of that? When your body's ready, take your longest breath in, and then exhale, and feel that your muscles, even on the muscles of the eyeballs that move the eyeballs, are actually moving inside, and exercising those. And let your hands gently receive the weight of your body as you lean forward, raising the knees slowly. Allow your body to exhale. Step forward through your left leg just to be under your hip, and let your right leg come gently towards the chair, on top of the chair, as your hands walk into the seat of the chair, the arm rests of the chair, or the backrest of the chair. Making sure it's balanced, that you're not wobbly, that the chair is not going to tilt or come off the ground, and the body exhales. And let your right knee slowly extend a little bit, and your torso falls gently forward towards your thigh. And I allow my left foot and my left heel and the left knee to be aligned and not twisted. Looking at my left toes, I find that my toes are exactly parallel towards the edges of the chair, and my abdomen supports, and my right hip slowly shifts back, so my hamstrings are opening, and my toes on the right foot are extended exactly in the right angle, and my body opens. The neck, back muscles, deep breath in. When my body exhales, one more time, flexing. So your abdomen really comes into your thigh, and then flexing the right knee. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, hands shift towards the seat of the chair if they were not already. Holding on, finding your balance, and shift your right leg towards the ground and behind you. Slow motion. Not to tilt the hips, but to raise the thigh. So maintaining your hips engaged through your glutes, that your left foot is on the heel, and from the heel into your not the other way around. So we tend to press into the toes, putting a lot of pressure to your shin and putting a lot of pressure to your knee, shift into your heel and see how that strengthens your thigh and how that strengthens your glute muscles and how that opens the right leg deeper and your chest and shoulders become parallel towards the ground and your head points forward, the crown, and then raise your right thigh a little bit longer, a little bit taller, so your leg is really extended towards the sky. Very nice. Activate your toe muscles when your last long inhalation comes deepest. Let your right leg slowly come gently through the yoga mat into the chair. Inhale, inhale, touch slowly the chair. Exhale, around, hold, deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. Again, can you feel your thigh coming towards the chest and the chest towards the thigh? When my body exhales finally all the way through, clear all pressure and tension through those glute muscles, sitting muscles, and bring the right leg to softly shift back and raise towards the sky. And your jaw, your head, your neck lengthens. One more time, breathing in. Abdomen, can you feel your abdomen? Are you balancing through your shoulders? What are you really thinking about? What is your state of awareness into your body? Can you exhale and bring your right knee slowly forward, touching slowly towards the chair, placing the tip of the toes or the base of that rounding place of the arch of your foot into the chair itself. In your last long extension, empty all the way through. Final deep breath, moving the right leg slowly through the ground, through the yoga mat, behind and up. Inhale, bringing in, exhale, holding. One more time, breathe into this position. When your body's ready, your right hand stays on the chair and your left arm opens, not to the left side of the shoulder only, but all the way towards the back of your body. So your pinky comes towards the sky, your thumb looks towards the ground, and the palm of the left hand looks towards the body. Your jaw draws in, your right leg raises. Squeeze that glute, breath in, tummy muscles. One more time, move that left shoulder behind. Inhale kindly. Exhale all the way through. Last two breaths. Inhale, inhale. Abdomen supports, final long inhalation, and let your left hand come gently towards the ground, towards the chair, should say, and flex your right foot to place it next to your left one. Exhale. Bend your knees a little bit, raising your heels, and then maybe dropping your hips just a tiny bit, as if your abdomen comes towards your thighs and your thighs are higher towards your abdomen. And for some of us, that means the hips are going to lower all the way towards the heels. It doesn't make it better. It just depends on how flexible and usable, if that's the word, your knees are, how we can actually reach that position. Let your body exhale slowly. Your abdomen flattens, your thighs come towards the abdomen comes towards the thighs. When your body exhales all the way through slowly, press down your heels to extend your hips. Really activate, use your muscles, use your thighs, use your glutes to raise. Exhale slowly. Allow your left foot to come slowly forward. Sit on the seat of the chair, your hands come towards the backrest, the body exhales. Find that your body weight is aligned between the right and left foot, then extend the left knee, and your spine drops. Your leg is as extended as needed, and your hamstring opens. Breathing in, shoulders. Again, this is the investment that we pay into our body. How much do we give attention to this moment? That is the engagement, the love, the intention that we bring to every one of the positions, and the return is equal. So if we are thinking and traveling and mentally being everywhere else, of course, the benefit is going to be exactly the same return. If we allow ourselves to be intentional and being conscious and being alert and being opened and being loving in the intention of the movement with the body, if we allow ourselves to exhale deeply all the way through your gut area, then allow your left knee to bend and observe what it feels like, maybe differently, as the hands come towards the seat of the chair and your fingers come towards the ground or towards the seat of the chair on the edges or on top, and your left leg softly starts moving behind. Not because your right foot is shifting positions, your left leg brushes through the yoga mat and raises towards the space behind. And so what does it feel on this side? Is it challenging? How much intensity is worth it at this point to engage into that leg? As my jaw, my neck, my spine align, can I feel the balance? And breathe in and exhale through this position. Can I observe what happens to the joints, what happens to the body? What am I really focusing in at this point? Deep breath in. What are my expectations? Last 2 breaths. Observe that your weight comes from the heel into your toes, that your last long session, observe the extension. And then when your body's ready, your left knee bends, exhaling and moving your left toes. Just sit onto the seat of the chair, just barely, maybe the arch of your left foot, breathing in and exhale forward as if your abdomen and head and hands slowly come deeper into the seat of the chair. And I can press the left side of my abdomen, of my rib cage. I can feel my lungs emptying out to that left side. I can feel my head dropping. So what does it feel into my glutes, into the movement of my hips? Can I find my last exhalation, that my head really rounds and extends from the tailbone? Last 1 time, breathing in. And as my body is able to shift that right leg towards the ground, brush it through and inhale it through 3 times behind me. And so what is the function of the right leg? Can I feel the left leg active and engaged? And can I raise my thigh because I find intensity, or is it just perfect to be into that neutral and supportive position as my body exhales? Bending that left knee or softly falling through forward to touch gently the chair, to flex slowly over the thigh, breathing in, exhale. Can I allow my body to neck, shoulders, spine, breathe deeply out when your last long deep breath in comes in. Opening the back muscles. Really feel that your breath opens those back muscles, and then exhale, and then slowly brush your legs for the final time, behind and up towards the sky. Deep breath in, squeeze, flatten your belly. Last inhalation. Exhale deepest through your tummy in your final, last inhalation. Exhale and soften your left leg gently towards the space right next to your right leg. Allow your heels to slowly bend off the ground or raise off the ground while your knees flex and your body drops the torso forward, as if your forehead were to touch the seat of the chair. And this is as far as you're going to go because my knees, that's how far they allow me to do. Or maybe my hips lower a little bit deeper. I can feel my thighs. I can hold the outside of my legs with my triceps or elbows, and my arms maintain my knees and toes aligned. And I can feel my hips coming towards the heels. And I raise my heels a little bit deeper. My forehead comes towards my kneecaps. And I find, again, to the ever extension that your body needs to reach. Allow the exhalation to empty all the way through. Last long deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Kindly allow your body to press your heels towards the ground and raise, because your glutes press, because your thighs activate, and you raise your body on hands and knees. Slowly exhale. Very nice. Breath in. Allow your right foot to slowly come gently towards the right side of your yoga mat or the chair, while your left leg walks behind. And you can find the right knee bending and the left heel coming off the ground, not to overstrain, not to overstretch, not to lock anything, to find the dimension or the extension that your body allows to be coming into this position. And your hands are deeply into the chair to support. You can now experiment because you have the chair to give you support as a prop, and your right knee and your right toes and your right thigh are exactly in the same direction. Your spine is in the same direction. Your left hand is on the chair. Your right hand is on the chair. Maybe your right hand wants to shift and touches the right thigh and knee. Options. Maybe your chest raises off the ground and you can feel your body just sitting on the heel of the right foot, all the ball of the toes of the left foot. Your thigh and glute muscles are active, and your right arm comes towards the backrest of the chair. Your right arm may raise in front of your body above the shoulder, and your spine is tall. Again, all those are options. Can you feel that you're not on the joint? It's not on the heel, it's not on the knee, it's not on the hip, it's on the muscles that support the joint. So can you find difference and play with your body? Find your belly. Are you breathing? And then there's a moment where the body is going to start really asking you, what am I doing here? What is really the challenge at this point? Can I observe the intention? What is your intention? Last long inhalation, deep breath. And your right hand, wherever it is, presses deeper towards the chair, and then slowly shift back. Make your right leg come all the way back and step forward through your left and see what happens to the joints, what happens to the fascia, what happens to the muscles, what happens to your glutes. Can you press the heel, not the toes? Can you place both hands evenly so your shoulders are wide and your chest comes through and forward, that you can engage the muscles to support your joints rather than the joints themselves? Can you let your left hand to press deeper into the chair, or maybe shifting it towards the leg, towards the hip, towards the waist, or maybe forward in front of the chest, all the way towards the sky? And so what is your intensity? Curve your tummy. Squeeze that right glute. Make it strong. Make your right glute strong so you can actually feel how that antagonistic effect on the hip flexor opens and releases that hip flexor. So tell your body and let your body stay there for a second, pressing evenly through that left leg, that your left leg is not tilted. It's not just pay attention. Those little details in life are really what matters, right? Sometimes we start thinking about big picture. We're not present and just focus into every moment. Every single detail will then prevent bigger things later on. If we just allow ourselves to be focused and attentive and alert, let your last full breath in as your body exhales all the way through, slowly inhaling, and let your body exhale and feel it. Feel as your left hand shifts and your left leg slowly comes back, and you can feel your body pressing through your toes, walking your feet very gently forward. Allow the soles of your feet to be under the hips, and this time your right hand comes gently off the chair towards the left leg of the chair. Your right hand comes across the chest. Your left arm comes deeper into the chair, or maybe bends the elbow, or comes higher onto the backrest. It doesn't matter. So find that your right hand comes from under the chest across, and your body starts looking towards the left side with your heels on the ground, your toes receive the benefit of the strength of the heels to open the soles, and the jaw draws in. Paying attention, breathing in. Allow your body to not discount, to not look over, to not ignore, to not be stoic about a position, but to really pay attention. Your body's sending and talking and yelling sometimes very important information. Can you find that your shoulders, your torso twist, that your neck is not forced? Your jaw draws into your throat. One more time. Exhale through your tummy. Last long inhalation, breathing. Exhale all the way through, and then gently your right hand comes slowly towards the right side of the chair, slowly allowing your hands to come up towards the edge of the seat of the chair. Feel your body sitting or placing comfort into the palms of the hands in the seat, and the body weight to really be on the heels, and you then allow your chest to look forward. It's not your head that is driving the movement, it's not the chin, right? Because that only will affect the neck area, but your chest to slowly raise forward, and maybe your hips to start tilting. Can you feel that you're extending the hamstrings by tilting your hips away from the ground, and your abdomen, your thighs, your hips, the very deep of the pelvic floor tilts the hips, raising the tailbone, raising the chest. Shoulders are wide enough so your chest comes through your shoulders up, and find that you're not pinching anything, but you're engaging the strength of the front of your body to really hang your spine tall through the tailbone, tall through the crown of the head, so you can feel the length of the spine as you're reaching away from its center. One more time, find your breath. Abdomen really supports, really flex the belly. Last long inhalation, deep breath in, and then slowly exhale forward and down, and slowly drop kindly your head and torso, breathing in. Exhale all the way through. Very nice. Allow your body. I'm missing one other side. No. Okay, find the bottom. Oh, yeah, the left side. Right. Left hand slowly comes towards the ground, towards the gently towards the floor, towards the yoga mat, while your left hand comes across the chest towards the maybe the left leg, the left edge of the seat, and your right hand slowly opens forward, and you feel that your right arm opens in front of your body, or bends the right elbow, whichever it is, on the seat of the chair, or deeper on the seat of the chair, while your shoulders again tilt. So your left shoulder comes lower and your right shoulder comes higher. And that means whatever to your body, just feel it. Is there a benefit in moving? And so is it just the arms? Is it the abdomen? Is it just the chest? Or can you feel it into your legs? Can you feel it into your hips? Can you feel it into the head? Can you feel it into your lungs, into the breathing rhythm, into your nodules of lymphatic system around your body, right? Let that endocrine system connect to your immune system. Can you feel the breath into it? Can you activate and squeeze and massage and activate those tissues? Talk to them, talk to your body, create that connection. Can you observe those little tiny details pressing from the heels to the ball of your toes? And your abdomen and your chest and your rib cage work together to activate. Can you let your last two breaths observe your body to inhale, to exhale all the way through as your body finally inhales deeply, kindly, without any forcefulness. Your hand undoes on the left side, on the right side. You undo at your own pacing back to center. Heels onto the ground. Maybe your heels need to shift and walk your knees and walk your hips a little bit so you can soften those joints so you're not locked into position. And maybe at this point, the heels remain in the ground, and we're going to press one more time in the tip of the fingers into the full palms of the hands, into the fists, the hands into the chair, seat of the chair, while your chest moves forward. And maybe for some of us, that means the toes slowly retract off the ground and you're just on the heels of your feet. And so what does it feel like for your shins, for your calves, for the ankle? Are your knees locked? Are your knees bent? Are you able to still connect to your glutes? Can you feel connection to your spine, to the waist, to your oblique muscles? Can you find your tummy? Can you move your shoulders wide so your chest comes through your shoulders? And then the head and the neck will come on their own. You don't have to force your neck area. One more time, breathing. Observe the exhalation. Abdomen, can you find, again, your intensity? And how much is your intensity today? What is your intention as your body reminds you? Your body, can we exhale? And doesn't mean that we have to be perfect. What is perfection, right? The perfection is just exactly where you are in this moment. Let your body, can we be caring and graceful within our own selves in your final long, deep breath in. Exhale, and then release your toes, your feet slowly towards the ground, the hands slowly soften into the chair, and your body exhales. Very, very gently. One more time. The right leg walks towards the right side of the chair in front of your body, towards the right leg, and let your left leg come all the way behind, dropping the heel of the left foot this time, and your toes slightly wider. So now your heel of the left foot is on the ground. Your left toes are shifted as wide as you feel comfortable, as long as you're not pulling or burning or overheating any part of your body. And your right leg extends. Your right hand stays in the chair, bends the right elbow, the forearm stays in the chair, on the seat of the chair, while your left hand comes a little bit higher, maybe on the leg, maybe on the waist, maybe on the ribs. Allow your head to look out towards the left side of your body while your right knee extends. And you feel your torso pulling away from the waist, and the waist also pulling away from your shoulders. And your head may look slowly towards the ground, towards the front of your chest, towards the left shoulder, while your rib cage and shoulders and torso become as perpendicular towards the ground as needed. And you use the strength of your legs. Find your heels, open your muscles, breathe in, twist, observe your belly. When your body inhales, where is our attention? How difficult it is to be and remain focused, right? How challenging. We notice many times. I notice how many times my mind travels in so many other directions and I need to bring it back. And can I find myself again? Otherwise, how will I become a better or more loving person? How can I be more intense into this moving meditation if I am not present right now? If I'm thinking forward or I'm thinking of the past, can I find my body to breathe, to open, to extend, to find that health? That health is not just physical, but it comes from internal intention and connection and harmony. When my body finally once defines the last full breath in, the left arm softens and the left shoulder and the left rib cage comes slowly towards the chair, and I feel my hands coming towards the seat of the chair to support my torso, undoing or and rotating. And then I switch gently. The right leg comes back, the left foot comes forward, the right heel comes in towards the center, while the right toes are wider. My left leg extends as little or as much as it allows. It doesn't mean locking anything, as you already know. Do I need to go farther? Do I need to go closer on the right foot behind on this side? Because the side might be different from the other. Is my left arm able to slowly stop the elbow towards the seat of the chair? Is my right hand able to connect gently towards the right leg, the right side of my hip, the rib cage, the shoulders open, the head is looking towards the ground, towards the chest, towards the right shoulder, and I feel my body opening? Is this too easy? Is it too simple on this side? Do I need to add intensity? Is this too much? Is this different from the upper side? And so what do I do to focus my mind? If my mind goes all the time, I simply breathe and pay attention to my breath and bring myself back into the moment. And I connect and take a mental inventory through my body. And then observe and revisit and review all these parts of my body that need to be connected, that I need to add intensity. Now that my body becomes a tiny bit more into this position and comfortable and warm up, and my brain understands what my muscles are doing, can I find a little bit deepest extension and opening? Find the last two breaths. Is your belly active? Is your diaphragm? Can I visualize my lungs opening, letting my last long deep breath in, the head of a position of my head soften and move breath out of my body back into center, and I can feel my hands helping. My left knee bends as much as I need to, and let my left leg come behind, my right leg come forward, and my feet come and land right under my hips, and my neck and shoulders are slowly settled. Breathing in. If and only if my body is ready, my right foot stays on the ground and my left leg comes gently towards the seat of the chair outside the left hand. So the right foot stays closer to the right side of the chair, so I don't tilt, I don't, have the risk of falling, and let my hands inside the left foot, and my toes are on the chair, and I breathe in and exhale, and maybe my body is ready to slowly and then find balance. And what does it feel to find balance here? Is my left foot steady in this position? Can I find stability? Are my feet wide enough? And then a good measure is that my feet should be about hip distance from each other. So if one foot is under the hip towards the left and the other one is towards the right, then it's just too narrow space and I don't have enough balance. Can I find my hands walking up the seat of the chair, the backrest of the chair, I should say, the armrest of the chair? Can I find my body steady in this position? Can I bring my body to round my spine a little bit taller? And so do I need to keep holding onto the chair until I find my balance? Can I find myself in balanced position? Can I raise my torso and feel that I'm not tilting or twisting my right foot, that I still have the pressure from the heel into the toes, irradiating to expand the sole of my right foot, my inner thigh, my knee, finding what feels great and good about my ankle, my knee, my hip, my glute area, my arms stay on the sides of my body to find balance, or maybe they flex the elbows to raise in shoulder height, or maybe above the shoulders towards the sky, and I feel my body balance. Deep breath. Is my left foot steady in position? Can I find my inner thigh? Can I find the glute muscle support? Can I raise my torso? Am I sinking into my belly and my lower back? Or can I raise up? Am I sinking into my right hip, or can I raise my body off the right hip? Can I allow my body to be really strong and supportive in balance? Maybe for some of us, that's perfect. That's all that we need to do, or we need to change positions and we lower the arms or lower the body. Maybe for some of us, the heel of the left foot raises a little bit taller and on the tip of the left toes. Or maybe for some of us, the left foot is able to slowly come off the ground. And I know that my chair is there for any moment that I need balance. And what are the muscles that support, contract that left knee off the ground, and I feel my body opening. So can I find balance through my hands, through my elbows, through my shoulders, my jaw, open my eyes to feel that three-dimensional information that my cerebellum needs to support balance one last time. Breathe, support, engage. And then exhales, toes and foot and knee and arms come slowly forward towards the ground. Inside that left foot, touch gently the floor. Allow your body to move kindly. Once your hands are on the chair, your left foot comes around and bring it gently behind, as if your toes are coming far, far behind you. And then bend the left knee. And the left knee bends, so the foot comes off the ground. And softly stay right here, if that's as far as we're going to go. For some of us, the shin and the foot of the left comes behind the right hamstring towards the right side of the hip, as if you're just pointing the toes towards the right side of your body. For a few of us, the left hand stays in the chair and the right hand reaches for that left foot. And see what happens if, as I flex, as I hold, as I bring the foot closer towards the glute, towards the outer hip on the right side, finding balance between my right foot and my left arm, and find the body exhaling, and your knees close to the hamstring of the right leg, your left knee is close to the leg. Or maybe for a few of us, even fewer, maybe the leg slowly kicks back and you slowly bend the right elbow and you can feel your body opening to your thigh and observe your chest, your jaw, the crown of the head. Right foot steady. Breathe in, beautiful. So what does it feel to slowly find your balance, finding your strength? Engage and just be present and really celebrate your body exactly where it is. Last 2 times. Breathe in, exhale, exhale. Find your last one inhalation. And as your body exhales, release wherever you are. Soften without judgment, your left and right foot to the ground. Settle your body slowly. Walk your hands a little bit towards your left side of the seat of the chair while your right foot comes onto the seat of the chair. And you feel your body exhaling. And I adjust and balance and support. I know my points of grounding. I know my points of balance. I find my left heel. I stretch my toes. I find my knees and the strength, the muscles that bring strength to that joint. And I exhale. Finding myself in a safe spot, bringing my hands maybe towards the backrest, maybe towards the arms of the chair. And that's as far as I'm going to go. And maybe my body starts rolling a little bit taller and I can feel my body slowly raising the torso. Check. I check my heel, especially if your left foot. I check my right leg. I check my balance. Maybe my hands are able and ready to come off the chair and I feel my body steady. And adjust and modify and support the joints. Maybe the left side of my body now becomes a little bit more active and I can feel my hands coming just to the sides of my hips to find balance, as if I were holding a long pole between my hands, or maybe my hands slowly raise about shoulder height. And so that's exactly how far I need to go. Or maybe I can lower and I check myself again, finding the point of balance. Or maybe I lean over and touch the chair one more time. Or maybe my arms are able to extend and reach towards the sky. Not because one is better, not because you think that you have to. And can I find and experiment what it feels like to have the eyes closed and to have the eyes open? What is our brain needing? What is our center of balance in our cerebellum, right? That little piece of real estate right below the brain space above the brain stem, above the neck. Can I connect one more time? Maybe my heel of the right foot is able to or willing on this side. Maybe this side is a lot more challenging. I don't need to. And maybe my toes on the right foot are steady towards the chair. And I feel my arms not locked, preparing myself to maybe attempt to raise that foot off the chair and I feel my body flexing. I can feel how the left leg really supports the position, how my tummy is really holding and my neck is not tight, my jaw is not tight. Can I feel the spine and torso? Very nice. Observing the body to support. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Beautiful. Last 2 times. Listen, pay attention to your body. Feel the last inhalation. And maybe your foot slowly softens towards the ground and your body loosens up as you move gently towards the seat of the chair and gradually towards the sides of the chair, and your right foot gradually moves slowly behind, and you can feel your right leg moving all the way back with the toes coming as far away from your body as possible. Landing your hands, finding the balance between the right and left shoulder, that I'm not twisting or tensing any joint, and my right knee's actually bent, and my right foot maybe comes towards the heel, and that's as far as I'm gonna go. Maybe on this side is a lot more challenging, or maybe this side again, I can try a little something fun and different. And my left hand comes off the chair and reaches for that left foot, or sorry, for the left foot, right foot. So the right foot comes slowly into the glute, into the heel, touching maybe the outside of the hip. And that's as far as I'm gonna go. My right knee is closest to my hamstring of the left leg, and that's perfectly fine. Or maybe I need to undo, breathe, and come back in if we're still in the pose. And maybe the left leg, or the left arm, I should say, slowly carries as I kick lightly my right foot into my left hand, carries that left or inner thigh, or right inner thigh, I should say, come higher off the ground. And I find my glute, find my extension, the crown of head. Can I find my balance? Strengthening through that right leg up and the left leg down, grounding. Can I feel my body supported? I'm finding balance. I use the chair as a prop. And can I observe gently? How far? What am I thinking about? Am I celebrating really, just for one, that I've actually come to practice intentionally into this moving meditation? And what are the things I celebrate when I'm here? What are the things I internally and again silently think about in my heart, in my gut? Can I let my last 2 breaths to observe one final inhalation, wherever my body is, releasing it, slowly soften it. Undoing is as important as coming into the pose. So find your hands and arms and shoulders. Walk slowly your feet to the left and right side of your chair. Allow your inner thighs to come slowly, again, in that Moulin Rouge position, making your hips and tailbone area come seat into the chair while your inner thighs are wide and your heels are grounded. Your hands slowly come to the seat of the chair and arm towards the back of the chair, I should say. Then your inner thighs are connected to your inside touching the chair. My body leans gently forward as if my chest or my belly is about to rest against the backrest of the chair. And so what does it feel like without hurting, without forcing anything, without pressuring too much, finding that my thighs, my knees, my toes are always in the same direction, that my arms come slowly down towards my thighs, towards my knees, towards my root of the legs, towards the hips, towards the lower back, towards my microphone pack, towards you don't have one, but towards the lower back area, maybe towards the root of the spine into my tailbone, and I press my thumbs or I press my fists, and my shoulders slowly drift back without raising my neck. So my neck becomes long. I can feel how I'm, again, readjusting my body. Can I tuck in the belly? Is my belly able to press down my tailbone and my sitting bones into the chair? So I'm not pushing forward and I'm not compressing the inner thighs against the chair, but quite the contrary. By a movement of the hips against my fists, against my fingers, against my thumbs, I can feel how the abdomen supports and my jaw draws in. I can shift those hip muscles. One more time. Breathe into those positions of the body. Very subtle muscles that we are connecting to when your last breath comes in. Observe exhalation to slowly soften hands and elbows and shoulders and arms. Come slowly towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards the backrest of your chair. And then raise your chest off the chair, off the back seat or the backrest. and see if your hands come just as high onto the backrest as you need to. And maybe the head slowly looks up towards the sky, not because you're tilting, it's because you're extending, and your hands help you extend. Feel that you're raising the rib cage from your waist. Again, indirectly working with those core muscles that we woke up at the very beginning of the practice, right? Those abdominal muscles, the waist, the oblique muscles, the ones that make that very tight 24-inch waist. Find that to support. Raise your shoulders broad and feel that your chest lengthens up towards the sky and your chin looks up towards the ceiling. Your eyes roll over your eyebrows. And maybe your body feels extension. Your hands help your shoulders drawn down. Your shoulder blades move into your upper neck area, onto the center of your cervical spine, I should say. When your rhomboids activated, you can feel the muscles of your back active. You can extend your chest and muscles of your pectorals, your ribs, your abdomen. Let your last 2 breaths. Exhale, exhale kindly. Again, observe your breathing as your body exhales. Slowly undo, not forceful, not tense. Breathe kindly, very nice. Allow your body to walk your toes and your feet closer towards the chair by bending your knees. We're going to slowly press onto the balls of your toes. We're going to very gently, and now I don't know how that's going to work for the people watching us on video, if there's still anybody there. Find the ball of your toes, the heels into the ground, and press your body to stand up from your chair. Breathe in, lengthen a little bit your legs. Reach your chair softly. So by bending your knees, you're using your quads, you're using your glutes, you're using your core, and you're going to slowly raise the chair softly in front of your body. Again, hopefully that chair that you chose at home is not too heavy. Press the heels and then maintain your forearms perpendicular. That means 90 degrees. That means 1/4 of a circle of your biceps, and elbows tight into your body. Breathing in. Exhale all the way through. When your body's ready, again, strengthen the weight on your heels. Biceps flex, elbows tight towards the sides of your rib cage, shoulders down, open your clavicles, breathe in, move the chair towards your left side as you exhale. So rotate your torso, not your knees, not the ankle, just your torso, with the chair coming out towards the left side of your hips. Elbows tight towards your torso, elbows bent, jaw draws in, look out towards the left side of your body. Breathe. Sit a little bit lower into your hips, into your knees, into your heels, engaging your thighs. One more time, breathe. Abdomen. Flex the elbows, make sure your biceps are strong, shoulders are wide, open your chest. One more time, exhale slowly, find your tummy, find that you're really holding to your core, and then move the chair back to center as you breathe in. Slowly, slowly. Exhale, exhale. One more time, breathe in and drop slowly the chair towards the ground. Slowly place it, not drop it, place it. Literally. Find your body to slowly press kindly the chair towards the floor, extending the legs, pressing the heels, soften toes, soften knees. When your body is ready, one more time, breathe into the parts that need to be gaining oxygenation as your knees bend. One more time, allow your heels to press. Use your thighs, your core, not your back. Abdomen raises the chair slowly. Your back is not used. Back is neutral. Press the heels, open the toes a little bit wider than your heels, as you already know. Triceps tight towards your rib cage, as you already are aware. Shoulder blades move towards each other while your chest opens and your shoulders separate from your clavicles. And you breathe in, your tummy supports. One more time, crown of head extends. When the body is ready, exhale all the way through and then move the chair across the right hip towards the right side of your body. Breathe in, not rolling your knees, not moving your thighs. It's just the torso. How far, how deep? Your body softly exhales. And can you feel your tummy, your oblique muscles? And your chair can be on the hip. You can press it against it, or you can lift it away from the hip. So finding that you're twisting through the muscles that wrap around your waist area. And find your tummy. Can you sit back into your heels, engage your thighs, use your glutes. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Exercise your abdomen, exercise your muscles, not your neck, not the shoulders. Open the shoulders. Last 2 times, engage your biceps. Do not fist into the chair when your body's ready. Take a deep, deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. Come back as you're inhaling. Return slow, slow motion. Very measured, very observant. Exhale the chair back into the ground. Very, very kindly allow the chair to shift behind you. So you're going to lightly bring that very, very light chair with 2 fingers behind your glutes. So you're going to almost sit on it. You're still in the front of your mat, your knees bend, and your hands are going to come towards your thighs, mid thighs, lower thighs, and let your body open your toes wider and then sit gently towards the direction of the chair without touching it. Settle. Breath in, your knees always behind the line of your toes. Can you feel it? Can you feel it through your pants or the nice just connection to the chair? Your glutes almost brush through the chair. When your body's ready, elbows are wide, shoulders are broad, you're not shrugging, you're not tensing. Exhale and stand gently up. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Exhale, extend your legs and raise your arms forward in front of your body towards the sky. Stretch, stretch. Palms and hands facing each other. And then index comes taller, maybe above the shoulders, maybe slightly behind the shoulders. So your glute muscles and your thighs and your hips are really squeezing the glutes and opening the hip flexors, the abdomen, all those muscles that you were tightening and contracting, now they're opening. One more time. Raise your body. Make your body long, tall, and your last long, deep breath in. Bend the elbows and soften the knees and place your hands into your high, mid, lower thighs, and you sit almost to the chair as you exhale and you hold. Breath in. Allow your hips to almost breath to the chair. Do not cheat. I'm watching you. Breath in slowly. Jaw draws in. Glute muscles almost touch the chair. Can you feel the chair is there? Nobody has moved it. Promise you. Inhale, inhale. Exhale all the way through. Now your knees. Let your last exhalation to come all the way into standing pose. Slowly through your legs, not your back. Glutes, thighs, extend and raise your arms towards the sky above the shoulder. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And maybe behind the shoulders as you exhale, squeeze the glutes. Open the front of your body, breathing in. Exhale all the way out. Can you find your underarms? Last time, you intentionally open the front of your body, thighs, hip flexors, belly, chest. In your last long, deep breath in, allow your body to slowly flex elbows, place hands onto your thighs, wherever is most comfortable. Find your glutes to almost touch the chair. Sit gently as you reward into the chair. Very good. Slide into the chair. Very nice. Do not get too comfortable. Exhale slowly. Allow your feet to slowly walk very, very gently forward. Back on the seat of the chair, your hands on the sides of the seat of the chair, on the legs of the chair, on the back rest of the chair, on the back seat of the chair, wherever your hands can feel most comfortable because of your shoulders, elbow position, engagement of your body. Tummy strong. Torso is not leaning back, is not resting against the backrest. The back is away from it. You're simply holding to open the chest, to really be conscious about the extension of your clavicles, your neck, your jaw. When your body's ready, hamstrings press against the chair as you move the heels away from the chair. So feel like the back of your legs or the hamstrings are on the chair and your abdomen supports the position. You're not pouching the belly. No, you're not doing it intentionally. Find your thighs to support and raise your toes. Point them forward. See what that feels to hold the toes pointed. Maybe experiment by flexing your toes in. How does that feel for your heels and calves and thighs? Breathe in, point your toes out and feel what happens when you extend the toes. Flex them in when you're inhaling. And exhale, pointing out. Beautiful. Move those ankles, breath in. Move the Achilles tendon, exhale it, move it. Again, feel that those joints of the foot as you're inhaling and that you're exhaling, keep moving. You're exercising, you're lubricating, you're finding strength. Exhale, last 2 times. Breath in. Exhale, exhale. Final inhalation. Breathe, breathe. Tall, tall legs. And then exhale, pointing and flex the knees. Exhale slowly. Very nice. Bring your legs in. Allow your knees to be wide. Heels in, toes wider. Place your right hand in between your legs and your left hand on your thigh. And then let your right arm come slowly towards the ground. And your left hand is on the mid, high or low thigh. So the elbow is wide and the shoulder is wide as well. So you find a rotation, you twist. And your right hand through the tips, through the fist, through the pull, full hand into the ground, twist the torso and the head looks towards the ground. Your jaw is towards the chest or towards the left shoulder. Allow your shoulders to be wide, right? And the shoulder blades to come towards each other. One more time, engaging those back muscles to hug your spine while the abdomen and chest move the entire core. One more time, breathing in. Exhale all the way through. When your last 2 breaths come in, feel the exhalation, that your belly retracts, that you're expanding, and you can feel that your body has actually taken benefit of the position to release as you exhale. When your body is ready to soften, to bring your right hand up your right leg, to sit gently into this position, to exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Allow your fingers to move forward in front of your body towards the sky above the shoulders. Elbows bend, fingers come towards the base of your head, to the back of your neck, and elbows become really, really wide. So you're flexing your deltoid muscles, the muscles that cover your shoulder, and hug those shoulders. So you're opening the underarms, you're flexing your biceps, you're flexing the muscles that cover the shoulders, your deltoids, and let your spine be tall and find the crown of the head. If you can look with your mind's eye, like the deltoid is like a delta, right? It's just like a D-shaped muscle on top of the shoulder. So find that how it connects and supports the shoulder area. Allow your abdomen to support. The rib cage is widening, and then slowly inhale deeply, and then exhale. Soften hands and shoulders and see what that feels to have held your body tall and long through your spine, to your neck. Inhale slowly in the center position, while your left hand is then invited to come forward. It doesn't matter in between the legs how far, tip, fist, full hand. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as your hand is comfortable and you're dropping that right shoulder, your left shoulder, while the right hand is on the right leg, to slowly move elbow wide and shoulder tall. And your torso twists. And can you find the root of the torso? As your torso is twisting, your legs and your feet are not moving. Your hips are still on the chair. It's just the upper body that twists. And find those oblique muscles. Very nice. Observe your body. Is your left hand in the right place? Is your right hand in the right place, so you're not forcing wrist, elbow, or joint of the shoulder? Can you find your last 2 breaths? Breathe deeply through your tummy. Full energy. Let's add a couple more. That's too short. Exhale, exhale. Find your tummy. Can you feel your oblique muscles? One inhalation at a time. Slowly support. Take advantage of every second you're in this position. Your final breath. Can you feel your body at your own rhythm, not mine, to release and soften and see what happens, or what happened in this movement? Can you find your left hand coming up and realign your spine, breathing in slowly? This time you're going to sink your glutes into the chair deeply. You're going to sink your hips into the chair and let your back rest on the backrest. And for some of us, the neck will not allow anything else or anything different to stay right there. For some of us, the hands are able to slowly come towards the back of the head, towards the back of the neck, support. So your neck doesn't do anything, becomes neutral in this position, and your hands and elbows are opening wide, or your hands into the back of the head and the elbows wide away from the head area, and your torso starts leaning back. And you can open the chest and you can open your heart. And you allow yourselves to slowly, again, find your belly, the core, your strength muscles. Your core is right there. Your solar plexus, right, is also called the second brain, that gut feeling that we get. Can you engage it and breathe it? And so what comes up, what happens when you think about that midsection of your body? And what happens with your chest and the heart center? And all the emotions that we might have, or sometimes it's difficult to find those, or sometimes we've been taught that those emotions are just not able or needing to be expressed. Can you find yourself in that perfect space? How amazing it is to feel, again, that we can be in full gratitude and humility towards others. How amazing it is to feel that we accept everybody with their shortcomings and their strengths equally. Can I find myself the same grace for me? Come back and inhale gently towards the sky, rounding up, releasing hands and arms and shoulders. And when my body's ready, I'm going to bring my legs closer towards each other. I'm going to slowly raise up. So my legs come forward in front of the chair, and softly, I'm going to stand up first. I'm going to tilt the chair on two legs and then easily bring it around towards the front of your body, as when we started the class. To find the chair right in front of me, my hands come on the seat of the chair, my palms and hands come on the chair, and I bend my knees one at a time this time into the chair on the ground, crossing feet over ankles, sitting back if I allow myself to slowly sit back as close to my heels, settle gently, hold, forehead comes closer towards the chair in front of you, allow your body to stay gently crossed ankle if that's possible for your knees and ankles. When your body exhales, come up, inhale, raise, 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 raise up. On the knees, press with your chair, cross the opposite foot over the opposite ankle, and then sink back. As little or as much as your body, right? Who's there to tell you how much is the perfect position for you? Find that your back and your neck clears of all tension, that your jaw draws, that your neck and spine and torso relax. Let your last two breaths. Inhale. As your body exhales, raise one more time up. Inhaling, inhaling, and crossing your feet. Allow your body to slowly roll over one hip. If your body tilts or sits gently onto one hip, so your feet are easily coming forward. Your legs extend to the sides of the chair, bringing the chair forward into your body or away from your body, it doesn't matter. And your hands are going to reach for the sides, the legs of the chair, the sides of the backrest, all the way towards the top of the backrest, and your body leans softly forward. How comfortable is that? And now your toes, are you aware or where your toes and feet are positioning right now? And how does that affect? And sometimes we are not aware of the inner thigh and outer thigh connection and how they support the hips. And all of a sudden we start feeling hip issues. So can we activate and be conscious about how those inner thigh muscles and outer thigh muscles work together to support the hip, and how by staying in this position and I start discovering a few things about my body. I can draw the chin in, I can feel the head extending a little bit deeper. Can I find my belly contracting? Can I feel the rib cage widening through my shoulders? Can I lean a little bit closer so my chest and chin come closer towards the seat of the chair? Two more times. Are my toes and heels perpendicular towards the ground? Are my kneecaps held? One more time, feel the body. Exhale, exhale. And then slowly move as gentle as your body allows it, right? You want to give time and slow time for your body to, from that extended position, to come back into center, especially around your vertebrae column. Are your hands and arms coming slowly behind you, and you can feel your fingers touching the ground, your knees bending, the heels coming towards the ground, bending the knees, sliding the hips closest to the chair, and then bend one elbow, then the opposite elbow, and your feet and calves and heels rest into the chair while your back, one vertebra at a time, comes towards the ground. Soft in the back of the shoulders. Palms of the hands face up. Look over the right shoulder. So your head doesn't lift, just simply roll it on the ground towards the right side. Hold it through one breath. Look, exhaling to the right and come back into the center as you breathe in and roll it towards the left. Exhale, exhale, hold it through one inhalation. Exhale in the left side or on the left side and come back as you inhale back to center, not rushing. Exhale to the right, breathe out. Inhale to the center, breathing in. Exhale to the left, breathe out. And return to your center. Adjust shoulders, back of the head, back of the neck, your feet, your legs, hips for a few seconds. Relax, meaning let go of having to control the arms all the way from the shoulders to your fingers. Let go of the tension that we may have had or created around the waist, lower back, or hips, and sink your glutes and thighs in the support that the chair is providing our legs. And if your mind is attentive, can you concentrate on your knees and your calves and travel with your mind towards your feet, through your heels and arches of the feet, and every one of your toes? Can you look at every one of your toes one at a time? Is there a sense of healing, letting go, surrendering, gratefulness? I find my facial expression, my throat. Am I grinding my teeth? Am I moving my eyes? Am I restless? And so, where is that? Do we need to investigate that with the mind? Where is that restlessness coming from? Maybe this sense of awareness, where nothing else outside really has a bearing into the present moment. And my eyebrows, eyelids soften, my forehead clears. And I allow my jaw, my tongue to rest. And it is not others' position, it is my position, it's my observation, my perception of the moment. And I let go of my breath. I will have to deepen my breath. I can soften my breath to abandon at its own natural rhythm. And nothing outside of me, noise, distractions, thoughts, will interfere, going deeper inside my heart. What is most valuable inside? What is my strength? How do I surrender and re-encounter or revive that? Wonderful opportunity to revisit silence. And what comes up to my mind to my heart when I just remain still. And I allow for a few seconds for my breath to become more active, to breathe into the hands and arms and shoulders as we started, and maybe to re-encounter as I'm moving my breath, my chest, my abdomen, my hips, my legs, my toes, my feet. Maybe I can move very gently and bringing my knees to flex at my own pacing, nobody else's, as my heels come towards the edge of the seat and I flex my knees in a way that my arches of my feet are really supported by the chair still. And I allow myself to slowly exhale and bring my arms to come above the shoulders if that's possible. If I can stretch them above my head and stretch my body as if I were just waking up, breathing gently, my arms, my back, my shoulders. Exhale, beautiful. Last one time. Breathe at your own, generous about your inhalation. And let go. Let's go and release and soften. Move your legs towards one side, whichever is your favorite side. And your head and your neck rests onto that side for a second. Let your blood pressure, all your fluids, all the energy of your body to shift and realign as your body exhales. With the top hand, you press towards the ground and your top leg extends gently out. And you can feel your body coming back into sitting position. And maybe your chair stays right there. It doesn't matter. You don't have to move it. You don't have to shift it. Maybe your body finds a cross leg position or extended position or half Padmasana or full Padmasana. It doesn't matter. The idea is to find from the ground up that your body sits, that you find stability, that you remind yourself of what's most important. What is that is our building block? What is that we're living for? The reason why we are alive. What are the lessons that we're learning every day? And what is the entire story of our life? Where is it that we're driving to? Can I have my hands to slowly come towards the ground, towards the sides of my legs, towards the sides of the yoga mat? And then raise my arms wide and tall towards the sky as I raise my breath, my attention, and my energy. My hands come into Anjali Mudra above the head. And then the elbows bend to drive my hands together into my heart, into prayer pose. What does that prayer look like for me right now? What is that prayer full of joy and full of strength and full of just excitement for the revived harmony, peacefulness, and truth that I find within myself? That journey of self discovery. And through that self discovery, we will completely and always find that we are essence, or our essence are made out of selfless, divine love.